Good morning.
Morning. Happy second breakfast.
Happy psychic brunch.
Psychic
Hi,
brunch.
everybody.
How are you? You look gorgeous. Looks like glam.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good.
I was still making predictions about 14 minutes ago. And you know how it's so much easier to sort of make a big prediction all in one go rather than sort of pop in and out of it. So I was like really in the zone. And then I saw that I had like 4 minutes to get ready. It's not the right foundation. And
That's
only the
not
front
4
of my
minutes. You look.
yeah, it really is. It really. Are you thinking I'm wasting my time with getting the right foundation? And it's only the front of my hair that's done up to here.
Oh, that's all we need. All we need.
Like Jude Law in AI. There's only the front.
That's me a minute ago. Wow. Yeah.
You know when the face comes away. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh my God. Nightmares.
just about. This is a 2-dimensional glam look. 3-dimensional takes a lot longer.
Don't look for any books behind you today. Stay face on.
Exactly. Don't pick my rider weight up behind me, and that's where they stay. You're looking very stunning.
Oh no. Sorry. I was like, oh no. I don't. You
For a
don't
girl
feel
grappling with her cold.
Yeah, just feeling a bit, just proper English. Oh, I feel a bit poorly. Oh.
But I think it really fits with a nice theme for a witchy show. So I'm going to introduce the show. If there's anybody here that's not seen us before, or if you're catching us later on or on any of the podcasting platforms, this is Laura Daligan. I'm Inbaal Honigman, and we are psychics, tarot readers, witches. Laura is also an artist, a musician, a workshop leader, and wears many other hats, although not in real life, not as much as you should.
No, I actually find the
Yeah, because looking hot in hats is a skill too.
Yeah, I do. I just got antlers generally on my head.
Yeah.
Antlers.
It's true. And we're here on the Bigfoot Outlaw channel. If you're not yet a follower of Bigfoot Outlaw, please drop a follow. Please subscribe so that you can catch us wherever and whenever we are. So officially, like I've put out a topic just because there was space to put out a topic, and we've got the full moon coming, and it's a fully spring full moon. It's the flower moon. It'll be Monday, and I thought, what are we blossoming in us? But now that you've logged on and you're not feeling your best, I'm thinking, what self-care? What self-care is needed?
Oh, I was just saying that to myself in the mirror just now, like, Laura, you've got to look after yourself better. Like, I was just looking at it, like, it's interesting. We're in Taurus now. It is very much that, in Aries, there's no one thinking about looking after yourself. You've got too many things to do. You're too busy running around, setting things on fire. Not literally, unless you're me. And then you get to Taurus and you just go, oh my God, I'm really bad at looking after myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I think self-care has so many different forms, some of them practical, some of them spiritual. I think all of them covered by the tarot. So I'm really pulled to get a self-care card for you to see what we're going to do.
Just visualize it.
Yeah. And your self-care is, babe, if the self-care costs, pay it. If you die from not self-caring, you're not going to need it in the graveyard. If the self-care costs something, pay it. And if you're looking at 2 self-cares and one of them is a little more expensive, check if it's the better one. If it is the better one, then get it. You're not working day and night only to be feeling like this.
Sorry, the face keeps going into.
It's the slipping. It's the slipping. So I love that in this card, health is wealth. It's a wealth card, right?
Yeah.
But the archangel invoked here, we have the letters Resh, Pei, Aleph, Lamed, Re, Fa, E, L.
Ooh, I love learning as well. We're learning as well as having the reading. It's brilliant.
This is the angel Raphael, and that is the angel of healing.
Yes.
Raphael in Hebrew, doctor, רופא, healing, ריפוי,
So awesome.
health, רפואה, also medicine, רפואה. Oh,
Is it? Oh, I love learning this.
There's
It's
a lot of
great.
missing words. So this is not just a wealth card. This is literally the health is wealth card. If you lose your health, your income will suffer, if you need to hear it from that angle. And if you take care of yourself by the same token, your income will increase. There's more of you to share around when the you that you are is bouncy and sparkly.
Yes.
And you know who would tell you stuff like that? Taurus people. I want hands up from anybody Taurus watching.
We need our friend Anna to watch, don't we? Anna would be like, sweetheart, have a cake, sit down.
Exactly. Anna would drag you by the hair to a healing circle. You're like, but I don't know anybody. She's like, it doesn't matter. Sit, sing, chant.
Yes. Yeah. And a luxury healing circle at that. It wouldn't be any basic, no washing healing circle. It would be like you'd be given good stuff.
Yeah. You have her book. Wait, I have to show her book. Sorry. So now you're going to see that I also don't dress from the waist down, but the book is out.
Still look gorgeous. Always look gorgeous. Yeah.
Things are falling, but sorry, it's the mum uniform, black leggings, day in, day out.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
This is Anna's book. I don't know if we can see it. The Path to
Healing is a Spiral.
Is a spiral. Yeah. And it is such a fabulous book. What she does in it, such a Taurus book, isn't it? What she does in it.
It's got cake on the front.
Different types of healing circles, different types of treatments, and she tries anything possible to not just get over emotional trauma, but kind of prepare for anything coming up. It's beautiful because she goes into some of those things and shows how unglamorous they are and how the mystical world is not always like, lipstick and essential oils, but it's still like every step that she takes is so effective. I'm so in love with the book. It's so raw. It's so raw.
Yeah. And she's such a wonderful person, and she is the epitome of Taurus, that she, will make sure we have at least 3 big meals. Everything has got to be, everything's going to be nice. Everything's going to be good. And the things I will never think of, like I will never think of these things. It's like, oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is it with the Taurus. You're like, oh wait, people do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expensive scented candles. I've not met a Taurus who doesn't love an expensive scented candle, not a cheap one that, and I'm like, people buy it? Wow.
Exactly. So this is in the mystical world, but I grew up with a Taurus. My brother's a Taurus, and he's very good at saving. He's not like spendy at all. But when it's time to change the computer chair, right? Everybody's got the exact same computer chair, spins around, falls apart after a little while. We go on to a famous catalog store and get the cheapest one there, because I'm Pisces, and to me, they all look the same. So if they look the same, they're the same. My brother, the Taurus, will embark on what can only be compared to like an election campaign between all the chairs. He reads their manifestos. He checks which one has like the longest guarantee. And then he will more often than not get the most expensive one, unless the most expensive one has got like a really bad review, and then it'll be the second most expensive one, because he thinks, well, I sit in this thing. My brother's single, if anybody's looking. Yeah, I sit in this thing, 12, 14 hours a day. It might as well be comfortable, supportive to my back. And for me, I'm like, people do that. Like, who cares what you sit on? But, obviously Taurus do.
And my friend Chris, whose birthday is today, who did the music for the intro.
My goodness.
Yes, happy birthday, Chris.
It's all creative stuff.
Yeah, and he will read every manual. Like, I've never read a manual in my life. You buy something, you work out how it works by going, hey.
Yeah, you press all the buttons, it does something. Sometimes it does stuff that they created themselves, didn't it? You could ring the factory and give them some hacks.
I know. And he read every manual, no matter how long, and he enjoys it. It's a baffling world to me. But I just had to share a story that I don't think I've told you, which is not really about anything about a Taurus, but There was my friend Alex, who you know as well. He had, talk about manuals, he had a oven that he told me didn't work. He couldn't use it. He'd been in the flat for like 2 or 3, maybe more years. His oven didn't work. And his sister is an engineer. Oven didn't work. I really wanted croissants for breakfast. I made the oven work. Everyone thought I used witchcraft. I was like, no, I was just really hungry and pressed a lot of buttons with my common sense until the...
That's incredible. I think the space between a woman and her croissants is the shortest space known to man.
I really wanted them, and then but her engineer was like, "Oh no, Laura used witchcraft." No, she was just really hungry.
I don't know. Did the engineering degree get posted away, and sister embarked on a career of fishing?
Self-questioning.
Self-questioning is a great career move.
Yes.
Let's flash up some messages, because I didn't even have the messages screen on. Let's see who we've got. We've got first, before we even sort of started, I can see one message came in, and it is Colleen. Hey, Colleen.
Hello, Colleen. Hello,
How is weather there now?
Oh yeah.
Is it hot? Is it cold? I know you've had like really freezing cold winters, but what's it like there in May?
And how are the horses?
Yay. Helen saying hi, ladies. Hi. Isa says, happy psychic second breakfast, lovelies. Happy psychic. Isa, am I remembering correctly that you're connected to Bahrain? Because I follow a couple of people that have just done some adorable tourist videos about Bahrain, and I'm
wow.
I know. I'm like, is my passport valid? Is my passport valid? Because I can go there. It's one of the few places in the Arab world that I can legally and safely go. Yeah. And every time that thing came up, I was like, Isa, where is Isa? Because we haven't seen you in so long.
Oh,
I'll forward it to you if I see you.
Holiday for you.
Yes, it's a self-care. Sandy says, good morning, ladies. Blessings. Horse.
Morning.
Crystal ball.
Horses, crystal ball, moon. Yeah, I'm good. That's good. I'm happy. Thanks, Sandy.
Fabulous. And Isa says, also, I've been watching 2003 Big Brother episodes because of you. And I'm not getting the tone. Is this an accusation? Is it?
I mean, I think it's a happy guilty pleasure, isn't it? I think that was what it was.
Happy days. That was 22 years ago.
Was Solly in it, wasn't he? Sorry, this is what I remember, that your cat was in it.
I think Stella might have been in it. Stella might have jumped.
I remember seeing Solly. Probably both of them. Probably Stella was in the background, being like, but Solly was like,
I think Stella might have been laying with me, and Solly jumped onto the bed or something like that.
I remember from Big Brother, your cats were on it.
My cats were on it. They were good. They were superstar cats. Mark says, I would look a clown if I put makeup on. I don't know. Didn't you used to wear eyeliner?
I reckon men can do makeup well. It looks pretty epic. It puts me to shame.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not even new, you know. Who's a big fan of Robert Smith? Everyone's a big fan of Robert Smith and his lipstick. Saying good morning, Inbaal and Laura, and hello everybody else. Happy 80th anniversary of VE Day, folks. I think Did they do anything where you are?
I think there was something yesterday which I didn't actually know, but it wasn't. It was more like a party in the street or some music, but it was not quite here. But in Glastonbury, they're lighting the beacons of Gondor. They're lighting the beacons, which then I get very Lord of the Rings excited.
Yeah.
And then I ran into the crowd last time. It was the Queen's saying the beacons are lit. Apparently, no, the Queen's. I wasn't bothered by the Lord of the Rings fact, but apparently they're doing that tonight as well. I don't think they lighted the beacon here. I might go and have a look, but I'll probably get banned from these ceremonies from quoting Lord of the Rings at them. Slightly.
It's worth trying. It's worth, you know, if you don't stand for something, then, you know, you'll fall for anything. But yeah, I can just imagine the beacon sort of starting to sort of flash up. You're already sort of getting a backpack done, some metal dishes, very easy to wash when you're on like a big journey, putting them in, croissants.
Yes.
We had like a flyover, and I grew up in the kind of place where unexpected action in the sky can be worrying, but usually not, usually sometimes not. But I heard a plane fly over the house and I was like, where are all the children? What is going on? Is there something happening? And Sean was looking out and he's like, it was like a 1950s Spitfire. And I was like, I don't think they're doing anything except for like the V-Day flyover. But by then I was too wired to even sort of go and look at it. But it was very cute. There were people out, and it coincided with our village scarecrow festival. Another harrowing tradition, harrowing because you're driving and there's some figures by the sides of the road. Some of them are alive, some of them are not. And right by my house, there's like a little zebra crossing, and right next to it there was a scarecrow dressed as a nurse and a scarecrow in a wheelchair dressed as a patient, and they were right by the. So I'm slowing the car down in case because it's a zebra crossing. I'm slowing the car down. I'm realizing it's not people. I don't have a word for the feeling that washes me when I realize it's not people, and I'm slowing the car down for them to cross the road. They're not crossing the road.
If they did, it's worse.
Exactly. It was the best case scenario of just me in a shaking panic. So that was RV Day. It was cute.
We had that in Mere when I used to live in Mere. That they had like that scarecrow
festival.
We don't have it here, I don't think. I've not seen it.
Some people get really excited about it, and some shop fronts will have kind of their own scarecrows. So I used to be really good friends with a mum whose ambition was to win the Scarecrow Festival every year. And she would create and would put her children to work in a way that is borderline illegal, to create like big town fronts, and they would have like scarecrows in them, but it would be like chimneys and stuff. And she won it like 3 years in a row, and it was like in our shop front. And then the shoe shop down the road, they had no scarecrow, but they had 2 tables of bargains. And I was like, this I understand.
Yes.
We have a special VE offer for you. VE, very excellent offer. Please buy our shoes. It was great.
I love this sort of English folklore random things that people are probably going, what? But I'm sure they have it sort of wherever they are. We all have things, don't we? Or like folklore.
Exactly. Everybody's got things. So here in the village where I live, they have the Scarecrow Festival, and they have the Memories Weekend in July, which is again sort of celebrating war. It's great. Not only celebrating war, but not in the primary school near to me, but in the primary school far away. One time they thought it would be a fun idea to recreate an NAZI camp, and a couple of the residents came to me and they're like, have you been to the other school? And I was like, no, what's going on? They're like, do not go.
Yes, do not go.
Do not go. Very bad for you to go. If you need ice cream from over there, we bring you ice cream. Do not go. So we have those. And then in the like 2 villages away, and then it's like much smaller villages, and 2 villages away, the big one in Home Firth, they also have a duck race. Oh, yeah. And I'm still unclear whether that duck race is like lots of yellow ducks that get sent down, or if they race the actual ducks that live there.
I think it's usually fake ducks.
But
I mean, maybe it's a special one where you are. I don't know.
You don't go this far north.
Not you don't go this far north.
But no, I am obsessed with like, not the British traditions that mean anything. I'm obsessed with the quirky British traditions that mean nothing. There's no way you can explain to me the duck race in a way that will make sense in any objective way. I would say, a minimum of 3 books here. There we go.
Duck races.
A Journey Through the English Ritual Year.
Oh, yeah.
Folklore of Yorkshire.
Nice, like that.
the Land of the Green Man. I also have a diary somewhere. I don't know. They're not all the same height, and I have the books by hand. And over there, I think I have an English dictionary, like an English British dictionary, and an English Yorkshire dictionary.
Amazing.
Very useful, especially for ordering types of bread.
Yes. What is a roll then? Is it a cob? Or was that just Leicester?
No, so tea cake.
Tea cake, of course. Yes, we've had this conversation before, haven't we? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tea cake for like a bap.
Mm.
And if you want like the fruity one, then it's a currant toasted tea cake. And then one of the supermarkets did like a nationwide like currant toasted tea cake they had everywhere, and it was like glazed in sugar, and it was like completely wrong. So the currant toasted tea cake here is plain, just with raisins in it, and it is the best thing ever. Wow. It's good for breakfast, it's good for a small lunch, it's good for an in-betweeny snack. It's the best. It's the best. I'm sure I stuffed some in you when you were here. I must have done it.
Yes, I'm sure, absolutely. Yes,
it's a local bread product.
Yeah, it's good. No, yes. So my brain's gone to food now, and I've just zoned out a bit, going food.
No, it's self-care. It's self-care.
Back to tourist self-care.
Back to tourist. So Robert says hello. Simeon says good morning, second breakfast. Hope you feel better soon. Thank Laura.
Thank you.
Lots of positive vibes. And sorry, loads of messages came in all at once now. Colleen says good morning. Issa says yes, I am fabulous. I'm gonna find that video from Bahrain. It's this creator who I adore. And I was going to say it doesn't look sponsored, but I'm thinking, maybe they got like the tickets for you or stuff like that, but no one will force you to say incredible things about a place that doesn't deserve incredible things saying about. Colleen says, my weather report that I wanted. Weather has been rainy, but getting warmer. Good news. I created a channel for the world to check in. Let me scroll through the messages.
Rescue. Is it that? I'm resisting the urge to go find it right now, or just wait. Actually, I'll write it down. I've got memory of this.
Babe. What? No, not you, Colleen.
I was actually writing down Itchy Withers horse rescue.
Yeah,
so I could remember.
Colleen, you must, non-negotiable, put the link here. I think there might even be a way for me to sort of show a screen inside a screen.
I found your website.
Oh, well done. Good job, Laura. Hey, I'm sick. Need to investigate something about horses. I am not sick.
Oh, look, it's lovely. Yeah, definitely share your website and everything like that.
Isa said, I'm kind of happy Bahrain is a bit touristy. Yay, nice. I'm happy too.
I'm going to look at Bahrain videos as well now.
I'll send it to you as well. Yeah. It looks incredible. It looks really, really hot and really, really posh. And that to me is like the best combination, because all the posh places will have air conditioning. And all the hot is already like, a great start, and really friendly, really friendly and small. It's like niche.
Hi,
Dahlia says, sending love from Sweden.
Much love to you.
Mark says, Stella and Solly. And Isa says, back to Big Brother. It's the one with Anushka. I just love seeing you and Dermot chat about predictions.
I love the way you say Dermot's name. Dermot.
Do you know, I was flying to Ireland once, and it was like 2-3 years after the Big Brother thing. And the Big Brother thing was, I must have had in the whole season, maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes of screen time in total. Like I'd have like 30 seconds here, about a minute there, a few seconds on the phone. Anyway, one of the, not flight attendants, what do you call them, that check your documents before they allow you?
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure.
So one of the attendants goes to me, "You're in the program with the Irish fella." And I thought he was behind me. Who is somebody famous at the airport? But I think the Irish obviously claim Dermot, even though he's like from London. Follow him, watch everything he does, and memorize everybody on it. And it was like, it was so incredible. Not so much for me, but for how much they love him there.
Yeah. And you got maybe love through being close to him for 4 minutes.
That was enough. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. My mom later thought that we were like besties. So whenever he would, so his career really took off afterwards. So whenever he would do something, she'd ring up and she'd be like, "Oh, your ginger mate is doing like an SAS." I don't think he's ginger. I think she just meant adorable.
Yes.
Like a slang thing. Your ginger mate is doing like an SAS program. And I think it was a program that wasn't even like on in the UK. It was like on in European channels. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, your ginger mate is like in one of Simon's shows." Because everybody calls Simon Cowell Simon there because like the only Simon. There's no other Simon.
Just
Simon
blowing
Cowell.
my little bunged up brain.
Yeah, that's it. See, you have duck races. We have abbreviations that don't make sense. Everyone's got their own quirks. Mark goes, "Oh, the eyeliner was a secret." But you're repeating it. Not meant to be said about just because you've known me that long.
Oh, but I think eyeliner helps everybody. I don't even believe there's an exception.
Love a little guy liner. Love a little guy liner. Yeah. I think it lights things up. Sandy says, "My village is lighting the beacon."
Okay, we have to maybe just channel a Lord of the Rings moment, and I mean, without distracting from Vida, which is obviously very, very important, but just adding extra.
Yeah, pepper it over, not instead of. Spawn says, "Hello and blessings, ladies. Everyone, hope you're all having a great day." Thank you. Just want to catch up. Laura's a little bit poorly, and we're discussing self-care. Jeepers keepers, where'd you keep those peepers? Sorry, but you mentioned scarecrows. Plastic.
That reminds me of there's the Cure as well, isn't it? No, it's Susie Sue and the Banshees. That's a song with their anyway, peekaboo. That's yeah. Anyway, hi. Morning. Hello.
Mark says, "Still call it a cob." Yeah. What did you call it growing up? Was it a cob for you?
Yeah, cob. Do you want a cob? If you said bap, you're a bit posher. You went, "Oh, a bap," or
And what is it where you are now?
I don't know.
It's a roll.
Probably a roll. I've not noticed anything special, but I think it's a roll. I think it's got a bit more bap and roll, a bit more generic now across the country, aren't they? I think. And
yeah. I think bap was kind of new for a little while, but now it's more common. Lady Thistle saying, "Oh my God, I'm late." Hello, darlings.
Morning, afternoon. You've missed some ridiculous conversation, so you're okay.
You can watch again. Oh, yeah. We have from Colleen, Itchy Withers Rescue.
So it's on YouTube then. I'm going to check that out and subscribe. And I've already got your website right in my browser.
Itchy Withers Rescue and Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So where is your channel? Is your channel on YouTube? Is your channel on Facebook? Oh, I have it. I have the YouTube.
Good.
Am I able to bring something? Oh, it says you're live right now, Colleen. Are you broadcasting the horses?
I'm refraining my fingers, otherwise I'll be on there.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that in the past I have managed to add some. Oh, I just pressed something that was definitely not a good idea.
Oh no.
No,
danger of multitasking, isn't it?
The danger of thinking there's no need to read the manual, which which I think we can all agree on. But
I mean, sometimes you have to. But
no,
not today.
Rename, duplicate, delete scene. Let's do the delete. Oh, it's currently active on stage. Okay, this is me panicking. And this is me stopping the panic. I
Or should we not
really
talk?
don't know what I did, but
Let's not do it. That's a
yeah, but we're gonna flash up the Itchy Rescue so that anyone interested just needs to
go and have a look.
search. There we go. The Flash. This is the low tech version, and the best version.
Yeah, safest for all.
Yeah. Lady Thistle says, if you ladies have time for readings, I just want to know any advice my guides have for me right now. And then we have really unusual emojis. We have a goat, we have happy, we have, I think,
a heart with some plasters on, or
I was like, Swiss flag.
I think it's a healing heart. I think that's what I would say it as, but
Love it
maybe
very
a Swiss
much.
heart. Could be a Swiss heart.
Yeah, so since we're looking at self-care anyway, yeah, why don't we take a self-care card for Lady Thistle very, very gently, because Laura is not too well. Just conserve energy.
3. I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, the other day I did a 1-card reading. I was really showing off that last week I managed to do a 1-card reading.
Yeah, it's a source of pride. It doesn't have to be your favorite reading. You just have to be able to, to not be frightened of it.
I've got 3 cards, but I'll try and do the one. This is really nice. It's really, really nice. Really beautiful, Lady Thistle. So the first card is one of my favorite self-care cards, the Star. It's like after, comes after the Tower. It comes after everything. So like the healing heart emoji is probably quite right. After everything's been blown to kind of kingdom come, and then it's that feeling of soul renewal, soul rejuvenation, seeing the healing you get when things have changed, when you see life differently, and you need to give yourself that space to allow. It's like rushing on to the next experience means you miss out on the healing those things taught you. So it's just giving yourself that space to heal and to understand and to find creativity and joy and hope again. So I think you're going to see it was a very soulful time for you, where you see bigger purposes and ideas and inspiration for the future, which then you back up an atom. You've got the Warrior Fire, Ace of Wands. So a little bit of soul healing time, then you're up an atom with new ideas, feeling very excited and starting a new chapter with the Wheel of Fortune. So feels really huge actually time for you, but to give yourself that space to allow that inner healing as well. What did you get?
Fabulous. So yeah, a lot of emphasis on just going within, finding your own calm, finding your own balance. It exists. It's there. You just have to connect it, and you connect it with stillness. And funnily enough, moments after Lady Thistle sent a message saying, I have to run to an appointment, and we're saying, okay, so now is maybe not exactly the moment for you to be still and to listen, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Give yourself that space.
Yeah.
Actually, I forgot to do your self-care card, Inbaal, and I did pull you one earlier, but I thought, I'm not sure. Then it came out again, so I have to do it, but I have to pull 2. Because the first one was the 5 of Cups. So it's saying it does feel a bit of a stop and emotionally refit fuel time, because it feels like it's like, and again, came out twice. I was like, okay, I better say it. But then I pulled another card straight after it, the Fool. So it does feel like a closing of a chapter, and really, but not staying there, like doing the kind of the endings and releasing and feeling and healing and dealing with all the emotions of that, but not staying there, because once that's gone, look at those lovely roses that are growing in the corner. Right side, anyway, the other side. The roses that are growing in that corner, and then you turn around and it's like, new beginnings. So the self-care is maybe allowing the chapter to end, allowing the healing and the release and the whatever comes up, but not believing that's how life is going to be.
Oh, thank you. I love that. I really like all the Cups cards, even like the most garbage ones. I love all the Cups cards. I love all the lessons in them. And also, I don't know if it's a bit psychotic, but I really love endings.
Yeah.
I have such a fondness in my heart for endings. So it's like, it's not scary for me to hear it at all, because I think, well, there's endings, less responsibility. Don't need to worry about that anymore.
Look how light you are afterwards. Yeah.
Exactly. Endings sort of give you the space for a whole bunch of other stuff. So, whenever I've lost a job, which was, plenty of times, I've never really sort of mourned it. I've never even sort of thought, what am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. One job go, another job come. Obviously, when relationships finish, In the past, it's always sort of upsetting, but it's the rejection that's upsetting, not the fact that, that I could sleep diagonally. I say that as Sean returns from dropping off something to the school, carrying 2 bins behind him. Oh, my prince.
Prince Never underestimate the power of someone doing the bins for you. Just
exactly. But yeah, thank you so much for the lovely self-care message. And I think I'm missing one night's sleep. So that could be as simple as it is that, everything is so much more emotional when you're operating,
agreed. And it's like your hormone levels just go, everything's bad, isn't it? Because everything just is viewed with that hormonal lack of sleep. And then it's like, oh, I had some sleep. I'm the fool. Yay.
Yay. Exactly. Yeah. A little snoring. Diane says, hi, Inbaal and Laura.
Hello, lovely.
Simeon says, I can relate to Taurus. Is my rising sign. Is there always time and room for cake?
It is. Yeah.
Correct.
Cake is the way of. Only time my mum's, remember just being in a cafe with my mum, and she was just looking over my shoulder, so intensely at the kitchen door because the lunch took such a long time, and you see her eyes are like twitching at the kitchen door because the cafe took a long time. It's like you can't get a Taurus off that feeling, can you? You can't go distracted over here. They're like,
no, there's only one solution. There's only one solution to it. There's only one lid for that pot, and that lid is in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm on her side.
Yeah, I agree. No, totally. I was like trying to distract, and it was like, why?
Yeah. Diane says, random question. What do you two know about mermaid magic? Very little, me. Do you use mermaid cards?
Mermaid magic is, like connecting with the spirits of the sea and connecting with the ocean and the spirits of it. Yes, but not really. Maybe working with them magically, which is maybe something we should be doing. Sounds like a great idea, actually. I know Karen Kay does a lot of mermaid stuff, but I do it as like a way of connecting with the ocean and connecting with the spirit. So it's more like a conversation rather than magic or just kind of in communion with the ocean. But maybe should use that for work with for magic as well. So that's a really nice conversation. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it sounds like it's exactly the flip side to your dragon stuff.
Yeah,
where that is the fire and that would be the water. So it's like a mythical creature that does have like grounding, not just in folklore, but also in a version of reality at the very least.
Absolutely. And I love being in the ocean. Oh, I love selkies. I'm much more like selkies, and that's more like that kind of shape-shifting seal women. I love those stories.
Oh, that sounds cute. Spawn says, I'm sorry to hear you're not well, Laura. Sending healing thoughts your way.
Not too, he's not bad, just a bit.
Yeah, a little to the side of good. Not in good, to the side of it. Colleen says, yes, I'm live.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to look at this afterwards.
I'm looking at. Can I see the live?
If I look now, I'll end up sharing the screen.
I can see the live. I'm not going to try and share the screen, but yeah, I can see 2 horses. One is like dark brown and it's picking at the ground, and one has its exact behind to me with a top of the tail is very, very blonde, and the bottom of the tail is very, very dark, and it really looks like David Bowie's wig.
I think you should do a descriptive thing of this as well to go alongside. Like, I just think it's brilliant.
Oh, you're waving. No, she's waving. Oh,
I'll make it noisy.
Oh my goodness. Either she's very, very tiny, or that David Bowie horse is very, very enormous.
I'm sorry, I can't hold back anymore. I have to look.
You have to look. Oh, you have a note from Sean. He said, this is your
subject. Thank you, Sean. I hope you've recovered from your adventures last week.
Oh, and there's another horsey coming with like a diamond pattern with a white, not really like a white diamond. It looks like a bra top pattern.
I think you should do these commentaries of these things as a subscribing. Yeah.
I'd love to. In my house, they call it Mummy Audio Description.
Brilliant, Mummy Audio. Okay, wow.
Oh,
I'm
that's very
watching. Oh
exciting.
yeah, I'm watching now as well. So there we go. That's good. I've got it on the side. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
horses look so happy and comfortable there.
they do. They've
But
got a nice life, haven't they?
I'm gonna switch it off
Yeah.
before
Otherwise,
you know,
no,
because
nothing
we
else
have a
happens.
thing to do. Mark, who is Aquarian, by the way, says I don't read manuals, although IKEA furniture is easy to put together. I've had to put together some really complicated furniture with manuals,
Me too.
and sometimes you get like the flipped around the one that would work if it was the other way, so you still have to kind of figure it out.
I think sometimes some of the manuals for furniture, especially if it comes from, I don't know, some very far away place, they actually make it harder.
Yeah, no, you got to do what you got to do alone first. So Lucienne saying hello lovelies, healing blessings, Laura. I
Thank you,
would love some
darling.
card advice about moving home,
Okay,
please.
of course. Let's have a look for you, my darling. Moving home. Okay. Oh, you go first. And I pulled two, and I've held myself back.
Do you know, I've got 3 and they're really creative. So
I've done 3 now.
first of all, look how vibrant they are. So the moving home is a good idea. I know you're finding the whole thought of it exhausting, but it is a good idea. We've got those 2 representing Capricorn and Sagittarius. And because they're close together, I think we're looking at December, January. If it was just the one, I wouldn't worry so much about the timing. But because they're coming close together and because a house move can easily take the space of 8 weeks, I think it's meaningful. But what it says is that you'll need to focus hard, make it a mission that you are 100% doing it, and think of it creatively. The way for you to kind of harness your soul is not to think of it as a house move, which is very mundane, very ordinary, very exhausting, but think of it more in the way of a creative thing, what colors you're going to use, what kind of what's going to be like your reading nook, what's going to be like your tea area, and that will make it a lot more exciting for you. The actual thing, I'm not even going to pretend is going to be easy. The actual thing will be exhausting, will be hard, but will also be over. And when that's over, you've got all of this kind of games and celebrations. What have you got there, Laura?
Yeah, I pulled one more because I thought if you've got 3, I'll have 3 as well. But they're beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. It's a similar vibrancy and then hard work at the end. So the first thing you've got is the King of Wands. It's really fiery and lovely and passionate and exciting. And it does feel a very summery time or Sagittarius. But it doesn't mean you're going to do it in the summer. It just means maybe you're getting the ideas going, you're getting excited, you're visualizing the new place. I've got like very lunar sad energy, but that feels more like when you're kind of getting excited, you're thinking about where you want to go as well. Exactly as you were saying, making it as more of a venture and as more of a visualization of this next chapter of your life. 4 of Wands there as well, which is perfect. One of my favorite cards for many things, but for house moves as well. And it's actually called Foundations Blessed in there. So it does feel very witchy. It does feel very magical. Star is saying that it's time to stop talking, mummy. And not quite yet. And then you've got celebration. So you're going to find a lovely, healing, wonderful, powerful place which will bring you a lot of joy. But then it's get you backing into it. So yeah, you've got the 3 of Wands. Sorry, 3 of Pentacles there. It's the structure, building it all, the financial, the practical, the moving, that going in. But again, it's happening. It's not a block. It's just happening. So yeah, exciting.
Amazing. Good luck with a move. Lady Thistle says, oh, I'm still here when listening to her message saying thank you, ladies. Mark says, I got a new set of tarot in the end. I did say I was going to get some Nordic ones. So it's runic tarot. It combines my 3 fave things, tarot, runes, and Nordic mythology.
Well, you want to buy my book, won't you, in September?
Exactly. which I believe you can also pre-order on Amazon.
And yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize. Apparently, I'm not allowed to do big advertising just yet about it. But it is. I don't know why I asked. And it was like, I think they want. There's always ways of doing it, isn't there? Where you like maybe do it in a focused way over a time or something like that. But anyway, if anyone wants to look at it, it is on Amazon for pre-order. It comes out on September the 9th, I think. It's called Reading the Runes by me.
Yay! Reading the Runes. I'll say your name if you can't say your name. Reading the Runes by Laura Dallingham, available for pre-order right now.
Yeah, on Amazon. Yeah,
on Amazon.
And, available in September.
Yeah, you're going to want it. I certainly do. Lucienne said, I was just about to mention the Selkie.
Yeah.
Highly recommend my partner's book about Selkie.
Share the title.
Yes, very interested, please.
Love Selkie. I've been actually asked about doing a commission with a Selkie. So it's all about the energy's all kind of bubbling at the moment.
Yeah. I love that. Diane says, I asked because I hadn't really connected with mermaids for a while until I started drawing them yesterday.
Nice. Is it going to be a full moon in Scorpio, isn't it, as well? It feels very like a good time to be out in the ocean and connect with the, so it starts on a bit of a sneeze, Starla. Come on. So she's 17 now, so that she's now, the clock of how long I'm allowed to talk for has got less. It was about 50 minutes. Now it's gone to 45.
Yeah, now she's elderly. She's allowed her grumpy moments. Simeon says, you will master the one-card reading someday, Laura, possibly. You've already mastered
enjoy
it.
Then
stick with it.
Yeah, master it maybe. Enjoy it.
Mark says, as it's an elf theme today, go on, ladies, throw a few cards out there for me. Thanks in advance. I can take it. Yeah, Mark had the most garbage few years with health. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
Let's find something exciting.
Okay. I'm going to do a self-care one as well as I'm doing a self-care one for you. And, yeah, nice. I've done 3. It just seems to be the way. So the self-care one is the Page of Swords. Sorry, my brain is, it is the Page of Swords, but it's called the Dream of Princess in this. So it's different words and my brain's too easily muddled today. But it is the same age as the Page of Swords. It feels like speaking, communicating, sharing ideas about what you need right now. This feels to be more about not holding it all in and saying, well, I do this way, I manage my health that way, I do that. It feels more about, okay, well, how do I try that? How do I say, actually, I would like that. I would like that support. I would like to look into that. Or even going to a shop and talking to somebody about, vitamins or support. I don't know. It just feels like just going to talk about new things. Don't have to commit to them. Don't have to do them. It feels the expansion of ideas that help you move in a new direction is the key. So speak, share, get ideas, do some research. Don't hold back and think that's not for me, because a part of you is wanting to find new ideas, new options to kind of move forward. And then for the health, we've got the Judgment card. So there does feel like this is interesting. You've got little ripples there with the leaves on the breeze turn into big change. So just having a little bit of a research right now, a little bit of an idea or a thought or a communicate could just feel like a small ripple, but it actually will start to be the beginning of something quite big for you. Then you've got the kind of the princess, the Page of Earth afterwards, so really in your healing cave.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So the healing cave turns up here as well. So as much as you're adventurous and you go out and you go around and you change things, going back into your thinking space is so crucial for you. It's so important for you. And all the things that you're doing that Laura's picked up on, obviously I know about them, but Laura doesn't. So that's actually really, really huge. But yeah, all the writing ideas, all the sort of throwing things around is really, really important and is part of the healing. This says that when you have your specific time where you're supposed to get the all clear, it is an all clear. It is an all clear, but it comes with a whole bunch of like restrictions. You're not supposed to do this. It's things that you already don't do. So you're going to look at the list of restrictions, spit at it. I don't have to do anything. Yeah, but it's all stuff that you already do. It'll be stuff like, don't jump from high buildings. Don't set your feet on fire. It'll be that kind of stuff. So all I'm saying is don't get annoyed about it, because the stress of getting annoyed is going to make things even worse. And your self-care card is...
all the princesses, haven't you? It's got all the princesses, all the pages.
Yeah, self-care is let people check in on you, let people help you. I actually feel like there's a specific fund or a benefit or something financial that is specifically for self care that you haven't accessed. So have a little chit chat with your caseworker and say, is there something available for me? Is it something that was maybe age limited that wasn't offered to you because you were younger? Is it something that is a bit of a postcode lottery that wasn't offered to you in an old address, but now in the new address will be offered? There
Mhm.
is not a huge amount, but a cute little amount that will fit for, like a, what do you call it with the feet? Feety therapy, reflexology.
Fiji therapy. I love it.
Feety therapy, or or for head massage, or even it's something that you'll receive not in vouchers, you'll receive it in actual money. So if you wanted to spend it on, like, a new wand, or the kind of scented candles that we mentioned earlier, like, the posh ones, then you can. So there's an extra something there for you.
Oh,
So yeah, hopefully we hear only good news from you
thank
and your
you.
health.
I love it with that tower card when me and you were staring at it in depth, counting the iris flex in the originals
Yeah,
exhibition. We were like, they're going, oh, we were like looking at the details of that tower card in the Thoth exhibition. We were up and close and just looking at all of them. But like, you don't
yeah.
get how amazing and subtle it is. But we've counted every fleck on that eye several times.
Several times, and it is 22.
22,
Even the
yeah.
first time I counted it, it was like more than 25, and you were saying it's got to be 22, it has to be 22, it's the thought. And then you counted it up to 22, and I was, yeah, I
Yeah.
stood there corrected. It really was. I don't know why it's not a permanent exhibition.
I
I
just
would make it
absolutely
a staple of every visit down south.
loved seeing those cards. And you could see the little water splodges in the paint. It was just like that personal touch. When things are mass produced, you don't get that feeling, do you? Of like, that's where the artist dropped a bit of water on the paint. It's
Yeah.
just like, I love that.
I'm in a group where some people, like a Facebook group, some people have bought like the remastered
Ooh,
cards, and they said it's not like the seeing them.
yeah.
It's a little different to the
Okay.
standard, but it's not better.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well,
yeah, can you imagine like the dream of shuffling the actual artworks? Like they would transport you to another
yeah,
dimension.
they would. They're amazing. Really amazing.
So
Thank you.
Lucianne says, great, thank you very much. Mark says, I will get the details from you near the
Yeah.
time, Laura, for the book.
Yeah.
And Lucianne is furnishing us with information.
Oh,
The book
live
about the
skin.
selkie that you want to get is Dive Skin by J.V. Crawford, available on Amazon.
I'm
Very
writing it down.
yeah. By writing it down, you mean ordering it in.
Looking at Amazon, just putting it there. There it is. Something, listen, there, it's there.
Yeah,
There,
put it
there,
on the
there.
wish list at the very least. Mark says, thanks as always, ladies. And he says, do you remember when I left hospital after a transplant when I wasn't supposed to go out? I still did. I mean, hell, I met up with you 3 days after. Girls are not dead yet. Yeah, I think also we're supposed to be a lot more careful.
Yeah.
But you're living in Halifax, so how careful could you be really? And Mark says CAR T therapy is on the cards next time. Very interesting. Um, Issa says, I took lots of photos zoomed in on the paintings. I
Yeah,
wish they'd make it
me too.
permanent.
Absolutely. Yeah,
We were taking pictures like crazy people.
we were.
Like crazy people, like pictures and pictures and pictures, but there's literally nothing you can do to grab the feeling, the impression of
You
being right
can't
in front
know.
of it.
Between
Um,
Mark and Star, we've got our timers on, haven't we? Star and Mark are our timers.
yeah. So he's not mewing,
He's a lot
but
more
he
friendly
says
about it than Star.
he says 5 minutes ago. So thanks as always, Inbal and Laura. We'll catch you both next time. Love to you all.
Take care.
Till then, so we're going to very shortly come off air. Let's just sort of throw out one self-care idea for everybody that suits Taurus season. What do you got?
Take time in nature. Slow down. Take your shoes off. Take some time in nature. Just be sensual. Hear it, smell it, feel it. Be in that space. Use your senses.
Love it. And I'll give you an indoorsy one. I think it's very Taurus to be cozy. So don't say to yourself, oh, it's warm, I'm not going to wrap myself up. No, do wrap yourself up.
I will.
Stroke
You're just telling me. I will.
Stroke your own self. There's a soothing feeling that comes from having people around, and you too are people. So allow yourself to feel things, to sense things, little self-care, little self-massage, just to have your skin and everything sort of work together in unison to make you feel safe in this crazy world we're living in.
Love that. We've got the indoor and outdoor version. Yes.
Fabulous. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Get well soon.
Thank you. Take care, and I'll see you all next week.
See you next week.
Later.